Hey, morning guys, it's your boy RL Knuckles, aka the Entertainment Fiend. I am sorry that I'm doing this right now when I should have done this on Friday. Friday was busy and Saturday was busy too, so right now it's Sunday, game day. Might as well try to get this video in before the game comes on. So for those of you who don't know, this is the Eagles preview for week 3 against the Giants, and this is a very important game for both teams. I mean, you can say that, well, for us Eagles fans, we always love seeing the Giants lose, but seeing them lose, against the Lions on Monday Night Football, now they're even more in a desperate situation to get a win. Now, normally the most desperate team normally wins the game, and right now, I mean, it's a very dangerous game for the Eagles. But for the Eagles, though, they have a chance, put the dagger in somebody's heart and the Giants end their season. Now, it's not to say that their season is over with an 0-3 record. It's just really, really difficult to try to win a division when you're 0-3. So the Eagles had the chance. And not only that, it's their home opener, so the crowd's going to be routed up. And you're going to be against a Giants team that offensive line is terrible. It's possibly the worst offensive line in football. Like, I did pick the Giants to win this division because of that defense and what they had on offense, and I knew the offensive line was bad, but Lord have mercy, I did not think it was going to be this bad. Like, Eric Flowers, their first round pick 2 years ago, he can't cover anybody, will block anybody, and then you're going to be going against, Eagles D line with Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Vinny Curry, and Jim Jerrigan. Like, that is going to be tough. Then you have Derek Barnett and Chris Long switching. Like, it's not a good situation for the Giants. Like, from what we can predict, we predict the Eagles to like destroy the Giants' offensive line. That's one of the keys to win this game. We have to put pressure on Eli Manning. Now they do have great wide receivers. They have Shepard, Odell, Brandon Marshall hasn't arrived yet, but I'm just hoping that he doesn't have his arrival party today. And you have Evan Ingram. But Evan Ingram, had a concussion. I don't know if he's going to be playing today. And Odell's not going to be 100%. They got Perkins in the backfield, but he hasn't been doing that well. And Shepard might be their best wide receiver at this point. So I can see them trying to do a lot of quick slants. So you definitely need a lot of the Eagles players to, get them and like attack them very, very fast. And I know Odell won't be 100%, but I still would be nervous if they're gonna do man on man coverage. I would rather them just do zone against them, because he can have, like, if Odell just gets going once, that's gonna put the whole team. It's gonna put, like, the team's gonna get super excited and get the momentum on their side. Now when it comes to the Eagles on the defensive, like I said, the front four is good. Like, the front seven is gonna be good. Now secondary is still banged up, so we really gotta put the pressure on Eli. Now when it comes to the offensive side of the ball, we gotta get the running game going. Like, we can't be passing the ball a lot, especially against this New York Giants team that has a good secondary. But Janoris Jenkins, I don't know, he was out Wednesday and Thursday at practice, so he said it's gonna be a game time decision. But never know, when you miss practice like Wednesday and Thursday, it's not a good. It's not a good thing. I mean, chances are that you're not gonna be playing, and so you have DRC, but he's a decent quarter. But we've always beat him a bunch of times, so he's not the best corner on that team. I believe it's Janoris Jenkins, but Eli Apple is probably their weakest corner, so you have to attack Eli Apple. You saw Dallas do that. You saw Detroit do that. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna be covering Torrey Smith. So I feel as though Torrey Smith should be able to beat him. But you still have Landon Collins in the backfield as a safety. So watch out for him. But I feel as though Ertz can have a really huge day on him. And they're very good at stopping the run. But lately they haven't been as dominant as they were last year, because, like I said, they're on the field up due to their offense. Their offense can't get off the field, like, can't stay on the field, and we gotta try to get the running game going. Like, they changed the line to put Chance over Isaac Seumalo. Now people have been having mixed reactions. My thing is this: from what I heard from 97.3 was the fact that Isaac Seumalo was just handed the job. he didn't have to work for it. He didn't have to compete for it. So it's like, why would you give him the starting job and having him compete for it? Now, they switched me to the fact that he caused for the sacks because he was just getting beat all over the place against Kansas City. Now, Chance Warwick hasn't been doing that well, hasn't been doing that great as well. So like, it's it's not like a super dramatic change. Now, it can't get any worse. So I mean, it can't be any worse. So we got to see where this takes us. But if that's the case, people were also saying that Chance Warwick was the better guard than Isaac Seumalo. But it just it's just surprising to me that they would just give the guy the job without even having to work for it. So that's a real confusing thing. But they have to get the running game going. It's like they ran the ball 13 times against Kansas City. Yeah, it wasn't all that great, but like you gave up on it too early. You didn't run the ball enough. And look at it this way: Kareem, we stopped. I mean, we were managed to stop Kareem Hunt majority of the time, but despite him not having a big game, they still went with the run and eventually that run got into a touchdown. So you can't give up on the run so early, and that's Doug Peterson. So that I was saying this before, like he can be the reason why we lose majority of our games. And you can't have Wentz throwing the ball so much. I understand the running game is not perfect, but you have all these different running backs, and why aren't you using them much? Like Gary Barrow barely had any attempts last game. I think he had one attempt, but then we got pulled back for offsides or whatever. So the running game has not been that hasn't been great. Yeah, we have good receivers, but we just can't be throwing the ball way too much, and that's what I said. It's gonna kill Wentz's arm. Defense gonna know your plan. They're gonna know your plays, and Doug Pearson likes doing the screen plays. Like he just hasn't. He's being predictable lately. Like we all know that. He's being predictable. So this is like I said, it's gonna be a huge important game for the Eagles. Gotta get the running game going. You gotta put pressure on Eli. I feel as though even if Ja'Marr Chase is playing, he won't be 100%. I feel so. Alshon Jeffery could have a big game now. He wants to become a top wide receiver, and top wide receivers go up against the best corners, and they normally beat them most of the time. Now, granted, the corner will have some few plays against them too. They might have good plays, but eventually, you gotta beat them when the big moments count. So, I do think the crowd's gonna be very energized. And your first home opener against a divisional rival game, and the Giants haven't been playing great here in Philly. So, this is a huge advantage to us. Now, if it was going to the Giants, I would think it'd be a different story, but I believe we can win this game. But we have to play like our season's on the line too. We just can't come in this game and be like, oh, the Giants don't have an offensive line. We can kill them. Like I feel so if we underestimate them, it can be a long day for the Eagles. So I believe they will win this game, but I think it's going to be a low scoring. And I don't think it's going to be that much of a scoring game. It might be. So I'll give the Eagles to win this game. 22-17. I feel as though it's going to be close. I feel as though Eli is going to have the ball in the last couple of minutes, and our defense, eventually stops them. So that's my prediction. I'm going to be doing the week 3 predictions right after this. So Eagles fans, let's hope we get this win. Like I say, it's an important day, important game. Like we pretty much can set the pace for the NFC East for winning this game. Because Dallas, they lost last week, but I think they're going to win tomorrow night against Arizona. Redskins have a big time game tonight against I said Redskins. The Skins have a big game against the Oakland Raiders tonight, and then here we are facing the Giants. So Eagles, let's get this W. Like I said, it's going to be a very, very tough game because any team you face that's backs against the walls are always dangerous. So. But it's our home opener. The crowd will be on our noise, and I feel as though it's going to be too difficult for Eli Manning to get anything going in this game. So, hope that I'm right. And everybody, you have a good day, and I'll see you guys pretty soon with the next video. Take care.